Hello everybody, my name is Walter and today I want to show you how you can build my super simple and compact 5x5 double vault door for the Bedrock Edition. So as you can see, it looks like just a 5x5 opening or tunnel with a lever, and if I flick that lever, you can see it closes pretty fast and gives us this nicely looking 5x5 double-sided vault door design you can see here. By the way, those glowstone blocks here are just there to light up the entire thing and are completely optional. They are not required for the design to work. If I flick the lever again, you can see it opens up, and within a few moments we are back to the flat tunnel again. And with that, let's get to the size of the build. So you can see this entire thing is 11 blocks wide. It's also only 13 blocks high, 3 blocks above and 5 blocks below the opening, and has a total length of 5 blocks, 7 blocks if you count the front and the back wall. If you want to build it, you will also need the following resources. Obviously, you will need a lot of building blocks. Then you will need 39 obsidian blocks, 4 slabs, 19 slime blocks, and for redstone resources, it's 49 redstone dust, 8 torches, 21 repeaters, 17 observers, 60 normal pistons, 33 sticky pistons, and a lever. And if you want to place the lever actually where you can reach it, you may need some additional redstone wire and maybe a repeater or two. And with that out of the way, let's show you how to build this door here. Start by marking the center of the door with a movable block at the floor level. This is also the block that gets pushed into the middle when the door closes. From there, go down with 3 slime blocks, then grab a sticky piston and place it directly below, facing upwards obviously. Then to the front and the back, we need a sticky piston, again facing upwards, topped with a slime block, and that topped with a normal piston, again facing upwards, and then topped with movable blocks. Now for this design, I will have my input on the left side, so I start on the left side, first with 2 normal blocks down there, then an obsidian block at the back, and then 2 hovering obsidian blocks at the front again. Put some redstone dust here, repeater on 3 ticks running with the redstone wire, then a block next to the repeater, then we go down a layer, up a layer, then at the back we need 2 blocks like so. Put 4 redstone wire down like this here, and a repeater on 3 ticks again there. Add another block here with some redstone dust, and this is our input. So let me quickly grab a lever and place it here. Later on I will put it in a easier to reach location, but you can see the extension is already working. Now for the flattening out, all you have to do is grab an observer, place it looking at this middle piston. Then place a full block to the front with a raised block to the front and the back of that one. And then in those 2 gaps, we need obsidian blocks. Put down redstone wire and a repeater on 1 tick each on the obsidian blocks running into the normal pistons. And now you should see the entire thing properly attracting and flattening out. So that's this middle part done. Now, from this wire here, we need to go to the front and the back. So first place a block, then place repeaters on 4 ticks, each going outwards with a block to the face and a lower block to the side like this here. Now at the front, we need a 4 tick repeater running into a full block with a lowered block following that, and then a raised obsidian block. Put down 2 redstone wire like this here. At the back, we need to be a bit more creative. So first we have some redstone wire there. Cut off the wire here. Place also a block on top, because now we also have to place 2 redstone wire like this here. Block around the corner. Repeat on 4 ticks. Running into a full block with a torch to the side. And this will later on be the input for the, in this case, left side. Now let's go down to this lonely wire here. Place a block next to it, then a lowered block and a raised obsidian block. Then a 4 tick repeater here and another one there. This one here runs into a full block. Sorry, doesn't run into a full block. Instead, it runs into a sticky piston, which makes a row of 3 sticky pistons in total with blocks on top. Now we need to go down here again, put some wire there. Then we need a raised block here, again with some wire there. Cut off that wire with a full block like this here. Then place 2 blocks diagonally like so. Wire here and there. This wire runs into another full block with, again, a torch to the side, and you can see, due to symmetry, this is now the input for the following right side. But we're not done yet, so we still need to power. Well, let's start with placing the sticky pistons here, like this, with full blocks on top. And now we need to run a wire into the sticky piston by going all the way around here. And below this torch, we need to dip down a bit. And that's like this here. Now we can reduce the amount of required resources by 1 by placing this one here. And now we need the wire to run into this block, so also cut it off right there. And with that, the central part should be done. So you can see everything is extending properly and also retracting. So now let's fill in the spaces where the slime blocks get involved. So as you can see, when we extend the entire thing, we have this bar of 3 slime blocks inside of the floor. This is the reason we need those 3 obsidian blocks there. And the rest can be filled in with whatever blocks you wish, more or less. So that's the middle part done. Now it's time for the sides. Due to the symmetry of the build, the 2 sides are built exactly the same. So I will show you how to build the right side and then mirror it or rotate it around for the left side during a cut. So for the right side, the starting point is this torch here. For the left side, it would be obviously this torch over there. From the torch, first go 1 block to the outside, then 1 block down, and that's where we actually need a block. With a repeat on 1 tick, taking an output from the torch. On top of the torch, place a block with a torch on top and the front and the back of it. Then we will need a raised block next to this repeater and then a lowered block, and the same at the back here. Raised and lowered. Redstone wire connecting to those 2 torches there. Then a repeater on 3 ticks going outwards in each direction, as you can see here. Grab observers, place them on top of those 3 repeaters here, looking at the repeaters. The middle one gets some redstone dust on top. The other ones get 2 normal pistons facing inwards, like so. Then in between we need 2 times 2 sticky pistons. Then sticky pistons in front of those observers here. And then diagonally on top of the normal pistons we need those 2 by 2 sticky pistons again. So then while we're here, let's actually place our slime blocks in front of the sticky pistons. Then we need to go to the back here. Start with an obsidian block on top of the torch and the slime block columns. Grab your slabs and place them upside down on top of the sticky piston columns there. Next, we need observers in the corners here, powering downwards. Grab redstone dust and place 5 of them like so, and repeat on 4 ticks, each on top of the observers there. And that's pretty much all of the circuitry done. So let's now place normal blocks in front of the slime blocks and the pistons. Then due to the moving slime blocks, we need obsidian blocks in between here, then down there, and up here. And the rest can be filled in with normal blocks, like this. And now we can give it a test run. And you can see this is now retracting and also extending. So that's one side done. Now let me quickly mirror this. And with that, it's time for the top part. For that, we start on any side, doesn't really matter where, with a block diagonally from the middle there. Following that, we place 3 obsidian blocks in a row with a 4th one on top of the last. Run a repeater in this raised obsidian block on 3 ticks. Redstone dust on top of this, this, and this block. And then either at the front or the back, doesn't really matter which, another one connecting to this wire down there. Grab sticky pistons. Then we need a sticky piston to the front and the back of the wire at the top there. Then an observer powering outwards in the middle here. Following that, another sticky piston going downwards, as you can see here. And then a row of 3 normal pistons on the outside, at the front and the back, as you can see here. Grab slime blocks, place 2 rows with 3 of them each, as you can see there. And with that, we are almost done. Now we need to add observers to the sides of those sticky pistons here. And then for all 4 corners, we need to add 3 blocks with some redstone dust in the corner there. So basically, when the observer triggers, it also triggers this sticky piston, or normal piston over there. Then the last one. With that, we are pretty much done with the circuitry. Now again, movable blocks in front, or well, in this case below the slime blocks and pistons. And then since we have slime blocks moving around, we need obsidian blocks in those 4 positions, and the rest can be filled in with normal blocks again. So, and with that, let's give it a test run. Flick the lever, the bottom comes down, looks good on both sides. Flick the lever again, and now everything is opened up. With that, the last part is finishing up, which means the front and the back wall, floor, and relocating the lever. And here we go. So as you can see, I also decided to add some light to the build to keep mobs from spawning, and relocated the lever to the front here. When you're relocating the lever, just make sure that the power of that lever, or whatever you're using as an input, actually reaches all the way over to this point here. And this example here, it fit perfectly with a signal strength of 1 over there. But if the lever were further away, I would have to add a repeater or 2 to make sure that the signal actually reaches all the way through. But with that said, we have finally reached the end of this tutorial for this super simple and compact 5x5 double vault door for the Bedrock Edition. I hope you enjoyed this little tutorial, and well, see ya!